Most of us think that when we get something, we'll be happy. But true happiness is when you give. The very purpose of life is to share the goodness with everybody around. And that's what Sangachatam means. Let's walk together. Good? Mm. This is the week of Guru Purnima. So, like fish is in water, we live in God. But the last person you should ask about water is fish. It is so close, it does not even recognize that it is in water. To perceive something, you need a little distance. If the distance is not there, you fail to recognize. God is speaking to you, you are listening through God. God is breathing in you. There is nothing outside God in this existence. Like there is air everywhere, but when you switch on the fan, you feel it more obviously. So, Guru is that fan. That divinity which appears almost imperceptible, he makes it an experiential reality. And in the presence of the Guru, those aspects of divinity which you only read about start manifesting, start becoming real. No? That experience of timelessness, all the questions dropping off, unexplainable peace. That's only when you are connecting to that. This happens even when you worship wholeheartedly. Sometimes you go to some temples or maybe Tirupati or somewhere, and then you are in the queue for a long, long time. And then those few seconds when you are in front of the deity, something happens. Yeah? You latch on to that. Your mind just dies. And when the mind dies, who you are becomes very obvious. That connection becomes strong. The whole purpose of spiritual practice is just to do that, is to strengthen your connection with divinity so that you can realize that the divine is carrying you in your life, like this. You don't have to run, look, search for God. You are in God. We don't experience this mostly because we have never cherished the relationship with ourselves. All our life we are spending relating to something outside us. The moment we are born, then so many relationships automatically are imposed on you: father, mother, brother, sister, neighbor, friend. And then as you grow up, boss, husband, wife, children, all these things come. But in all this, we never ever try to nourish this relationship with ourselves. We never look at it at all. So we feel lost when we are by ourselves. I was speaking to my friend yesterday in UK. His family has gone to India. He's alone. He said, "Oh, it is so boring. I feel so lost. There is no mood to do anything." I said, when your family is there, you're always complaining. I have to take my son here, I have to take my son there, I have to go here. My wife is doing this, my wife is doing that. Now they are not there. Now you are saying life is boring. Loneliness is a disease. It is at this point in time in the world, it is a pandemic. It is so common. Loneliness is because you have never established a relationship with yourself. You have never enjoyed your own company. You always seen joy in something outside you. When you don't see something beautiful within you, how will you see God within you? Do you see? The relationship you have with the Guru is exactly the relationship you have with yourself. If you have got no relationship with yourself, then actually even the relationship with the Guru is very superficial. See, we have a way of understanding things. If I say a phone, you understand what it is. If I say an ice cream, you know what it is. The mind always tries to understand things by giving it a name and a shape and a form. The problem is we try to understand God also as a thing. The moment you say God, then you think a deity, a temple, a cross, a Rama, a Krishna. Or something. Again, you limit it to a name and a form. It is that principle that is running the entire show. See, right now you see the earth is rotating on its own at a particular angle. If that changes even by 0.1 degree, calamities will happen. Who is it? What is it that is keeping it there? What is it that has decided this is the degree at which this has to rotate so that there can be stability in the universe? Whatever you eat, somehow there is an intelligence in your body that can transform that into some energy to keep you working, moving. Without you being aware, your breath is moving in and out, your heart is beating, the blood is going around, everything is happening. And that is it. That is divinity. And just you need to latch on, connect to it. Say, oh, this is it. So, this is what finding out about yourself. When we sit in the silence program, that's what we do. We sit and say, oh, this is hollow and empty. This is it. This sensation is happening here. This breath is moving like this. This emotion is coming up. This thought is moving through me. This finding yourself is called aloneness. Aloneness is the other side of loneliness. Loneliness, you miss the other. In aloneness, you find yourself. When you have found yourself, the other becomes irrelevant. Irrelevant not in a negative sense, the other becomes an addendum to you in your life, an accessory. You can manage without it, but if it is there, life appears a little better. That's okay. But it does not become like this, the Chandamama stories which we have heard when we grow up, that the king's life is not in the king, it is in a parrot. The parrot is in somewhere. You do anything to the king, nothing happens. You go and touch the parrot, the king starts shaking. Like that, we have left our life somewhere else. Somebody's life is in their children, somebody's life is in their bank account, somebody's life is in their respectability. That's because you've never taken this journey inward. To see that all that you want, it has been given to you, but you have just forgotten it. You have never been trained to look there. Neither our parents nor our teachers ever told us to look inwards. And that's why there is so much dependence on people and things to feel some sort of a settled feeling in life. Hmm? Once you know how to get back to yourself, even in a desert, you won't feel lonely. You will feel okay, I'm all right. Hmm? Somebody in a satsang asked Guruji, do you treat me as your equal? He said, no. So if you want me to treat you as your equal, even if I treat you as your equal, somewhere you yourself think that you are inferior, I am superior. So what's the point? And to treat you as equal, you should exist. For me, you don't exist at all. It's only me everywhere. I only see myself everywhere. Hmm? That's a much higher level, much higher realm of living. But it is not impossible. Hmm? And you will notice that if you meditate more and more, if you establish yourself in meditation, then you will stop seeing differences in people. Even the difference that this is a male, this is a female will vanish. You will deal with them in exactly the same way. All these external things will drop off. You will treat everybody with the same level of reverence. Do you see what I mean? It's not that these two, three people are only special in life. These other thing people are disposable. No, nobody is disposable. Everybody becomes special in your life. That requires centeredness. That when you see, either you see God in everybody or you see yourself in everybody. So in that way, you respect life as it is in every person. And this can happen through that sanidhya, that feeling the presence of the Guru. So Guru is what they call the sixth element. The five elements can be bound in a name and a form. All the things you can bind in a name and a form. They are all finite. But existence is beyond the five elements. Somebody who is beyond the five elements is called as a Siddha. Perfect. That's why Guru is called as a Siddha Purusha. A perfection. The five elements cannot bind. As long as you are bound by the five elements, you are bound by hunger, thirst, all these emotions, feeling. Everything is limited. But once you cross that boundary, then sleep becomes optional, hunger becomes optional. Life living in this body also becomes optional. So see Guru not as somebody who was bound by the elements, because the elements in your body are also binding it in the gunas. That's why you say in the Guru Puja, isn't it? Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Sama. Beyond the intellect, beyond the feelings, one who is beyond the gunas, that is a Sadguru. And that is the connection to you as well. The more and more you meditate, you will feel that. No? It's one principle that is moving through. See, if there is no prism, what will you see? Will you have any choice in light? You see, this is all only white light. And you accept because that's all it is. The moment you put a prism, then the seven lights come and say, oh, I like blue, I like violet, I like red. When you like something, you say, oh, I don't like that much. That will start. So you start splitting up the oneness of existence into your likes and dislikes. When the duality comes, the duality is the cause of your misery. Outside, when your mind goes outside, everything is diverse. It is multiplicity. When you come inwards, everything dissolves into oneness. So, coming back to your own self is moving from the diversity of existence to the oneness of your own self. And that happens through the company of a guru, to the support of the guru. That's why the relationship with the guru is called the ultimate relationship. All other relationships are some way negotiable, but this is a non negotiable, unconditional relationship. Even whether you recognize or not, God is making sure air is going through your nose, your food is being digested, the blood is being circulated. It does not matter whether you're a good man or a bad man, you are doing good things or bad things. God says, my job is to look after you. I will do it. Similarly, a guru doesn't even matter whether you recognize or not. That principle is there for you, available all the time, waiting for you to open your eyes. You open your eyes and recognize it. That's it. That's all you need to do, to recognize that that connection is there, and then it will take over your life. Hmm? I think I told this story last time. There was a man who was worried, so he went to his guru and said, I'm worried. There are a lot of challenges in life." He said, "Don't worry. I'm always there with you. Even if nobody is there, I will be always with you." How do I know? You always look back and say, "I'm always there with you." So, in many situations of life, When he moves up and down, he keeps on looking back to make sure the Guru is there. Always see that the two extra sets of footprints. So he says, my Guru is here with me. Once it so happens that life becomes so difficult, so intolerable, that he is really struggling. At that time, he looks back, he sees there are only two sets of footprints. He says, my God, the right time, God has run away from me. On all the lighter moments he was walking around. Now, you see, now I really need him and he's running away. Oh my God, you too. You too, God. And God says, you idiot, open your eyes. The footsteps you are seeing are mine. I'm carrying you. So, it's like that. A God or a Guru wants nothing from you but you to be happy and settled and realize your true nature. All you need to is feel that connection, and then feel that presence. The sixth element gives us the sixth sense, is the sense of intuition, that sense of presence. And when that dawns in you, the grace flows into your life and life moves effortlessly. That does not mean there won't be any challenges in your life, but those challenges, you will just move through them. You feel healthy some days, you feel sick sometimes. Some days people will praise you, sometimes people will laugh at you. You say it's okay. Things come and go, people come and go. I remain. The Guru is with me, God is with me. I move on. That unshakability, invincibility comes in you. And that is a measure of true success. Hmm? So this Guru Purnima, keep this in your mind that the Guru is always with me. Only I need to open up and feel that connection. And once that connection I feel it, then that grace will take over my life.